What is going on, everybody? My name is Christian Robert, and on this channel we talk stocks, personal investing, and wealth building. And today I have a little Robinhood challenge video for you guys. Last week I do not believe I did a Robinhood challenge video, but I did do a video where I showed you guys my Robinhood account and I added $75. So jumping right into this week, I added $50 to my account. As you can see, in the last week, we are up almost 4% or $128. In the last month, we are up 9.5%, $292. So it's been a pretty good month. The last week, the big changes have really come from Tesla. Tesla is one of my top stocks that I really want to get more shares of and grow my position in it. But in the last week, we are up just under 6%. So I was on the fence because they were getting ready to report their earnings, and they showed a profit, but they missed numbers a little bit. So it was kind of mixed results. So I wasn't quite sure what to do at the time. Now it's gone up since. I'm probably going to add to this position very soon, but I'd like to see it a little bit lower. I know I said that I don't care about the price, I just want to buy it, but I'm just trying to be a little bit more disciplined now that the account is growing. Next we have Alibaba. It's sitting at $170.6. I'm up 12% on the position now. I have 3 shares at a cost of $152. In the last week, it is up 1.6%, but the last month it is up 21%, so great recovery. Next we have Nvidia. This one has been recovering nicely since they dropped their expected numbers. They're still reporting in about 8 days or so, so I'm still trying to wait for that report to come out to see if I want to keep adding right now. But in the last week, it's up 12% since it's dropped. You can see that January 25th was when the news came out or so. It was at $160 and it quickly dropped to $131. So, it would have been nice to buy at this price, but in hindsight, you never know what's going to happen. No one can predict where a stock is going. So it's recovered nicely since then, which is what matters. So this is another stock I have my eye on. And the one that stings the most is this, Skyworks. Now, if you've seen my previous videos, I've been talking on and on about Skyworks and 5G. I kept saying I was going to make this a big position, but as you can see, I never got that chance. I have 2 shares at $68.45. Today it's up 12%. I'm up 24.8%. So I don't know, man. I want to buy this and I want to grow it, but do I really want to pay 24% higher price than I could have a week or so ago? It's tough. So I don't know. I still think that under $100 it's a pretty good price, especially with 5G coming out at the end of the year and everything, but I'm just struggling to pull the trigger on it now. So we're going to just have to wait and see how that plays out. But other than that, the other big one has been JD. JD, I'm pretty happy with this position and the size it's at. I have 8 shares, average cost $22.69. I'm up 11.5%. It's been doing pretty good lately. 1 week chart, 3%. 1 month chart, 12.8%. So I still see a ton of upside ahead of this one. If you look at a 1-year chart, it's still down 41%. So I know if I'm patient, this thing will recover. So I'm excited for that. And really the only other stock to mention is, I'm sure you've seen plenty of other YouTubers talking about this, but that's Aurora Cannabis. This is a stock where I just wanted to get into the marijuana industry a little bit just to talk a bit about it. So I have 4 shares at $5.26. I'm up 44% now. I don't know what to do with this. Part of me says sell it. Part of me says buy more. I don't know anything about the marijuana industry or anything, so I don't know how to evaluate this one or really see the potential ahead of it. So for now, I'm just going to sit tight like all the other stocks, but it would be nice to have more skin in the game with this because it's such a talked about topic right now, but I'm not too worried about it. But some changes I've made to my portfolio is I'm really starting to take this portfolio more serious as it grows and as more people are watching the journey. I've had a few random stocks here and there that I owned, but I didn't really have any reason to own it. 3 stocks I just sold off. Mattel, they own the American Girl toys. They own Fisher Price toys. I sold that. I only had 1 share. I sold Tencent. I had 1 share. And I sold APTS, which was apartment community. It was a REIT. I had 2 shares of those. I was up on Tencent and APTS. So I sold for a profit. On the Mattel or Mattel, however you say it, I sold it for like a 2% loss, but it was only like 30 cents. But that was just a way of me kind of condensing my portfolio so that I can really focus on the stocks I want to focus on, because I was starting to get confused with all these random stocks I owned. And I know if I'm confused about it, I'm sure there's plenty of you out there that are a little confused as well. So I'm not totally abandoning what I said about incorporating dividend stocks into this portfolio, but I need this portfolio to be much bigger to where that makes sense for me. But I am still holding a couple of high dividend payers. I have 4 shares of Sunoco, and they're paying around an 11% dividend. I still have my Gladstone, which is 4 shares, so I'm receiving 50 cents a month from them. I have ORC, which is very high risk, but it is offering an 18% dividend, 5 shares, a couple other ones, but you get the point. So now the name of the game is really just focus on a small group of stocks that I see the most potential in, because this is my growth portfolio. So I can't be focused on all these different stocks because I have plenty of other portfolios to worry about. So you're just going to see me focusing on Tesla, Alibaba, Nvidia, maybe some Skyworks if the price drops, maybe some Activision Blizzard, and my speculative stock Switch. So those are really going to be the focus of this portfolio. I don't want to bring in too many different stocks and make it confusing. So if you look at my account right now, you can see that I'm sitting on $506 in cash right now. So I'm really just being patient, waiting for a good deal to come about. I might add a big chunk of money here soon. I'm waiting to see on that. But I'm liking how things are shaping up. So that's really all I have for you this week. We're not going to be buying anything because I think it's a good lesson for me to share with you. Even if you have the cash available, it's really the best thing is to pick your points in stocks, pick your spots. I'd really love to jump in Tesla right now, but I want to be disciplined and I want to get into a price I'm more comfortable with. So that's really it. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, like the video, and I'll see you in the next one.